Inside my indie life.
Oh my god, my voice so hurts now. Folks, it's Talk Fanatics and the Fan. It has been an amazing Extremicon, and I am honored. She's threatened to kill me and told me way too much about her love life. Jessica Cameron, Heather Dorff. Welcome to Extremicon. Welcome to Missouri. Thank you for coming. Actress, director, actress extraordinaire. So many things to talk about. You had a good time.
I had so much fun. You guys are really wonderful people here.
Look crazy. Oh well. We do things a little different.
Yeah.
We have partied all week. We've had so much fun. Folks, if you didn't make it to Extremicon, I've never been to a con, this is the kind of craziness that you are missing. So, tell me about the project you guys are working on.
Well, we were here promoting Truth or Dare, which was just released. It's my messed up graphic torture flick that I love, to which Heather stars in, and I wrote, directed it, and also act in it. It was just released earlier this year, and you can pick up your copy at Amazon, and hopefully you'll be kind enough to put a link down below. Yes.
Of course. It's me. I got you. Don't worry about it.
We also do a fun little YouTube show called Scream Queen Stream, which we cover our weekly shenanigans, just being independent actresses and living our lives, having fun, doing challenges, dares, random episodes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This show is basically about how much you can abuse her.
I mean, I feel like that's not entirely accurate. No, like a lot of the time she's like self-abuse. No, I never told her to go into a ball pit. She insisted on diving head first. Twice.
So what's it like working with her as a director?
It actually was a lot of fun. No, really, truly, it was a lot of fun.
She's like, as long as I'm not cooking for her, she's fine.
As long as she's not cooking, we're all good. Or driving. Driving or cooking. I like to keep my life, basically.
And I'm assuming you're not taking any dating tips from her either.
No.
And folks, I'm sorry, there's going to be a few inside jokes in here. If you didn't hang out with us the other night, you're not going to know this stuff.
Show too.
I have horrible taste in men. It's fine. We get it.
So, as a writer director, what influences have directed your career?
You know, I am a big believer in the Robert Rodriguez and Kevin Smith model.
That's like Robert Rodriguez.
Right? Of like, make your own movie and figure it out. You know, I was lucky and fortunate enough to talk at length with Lloyd Kaufman early in my career, and he was like, just get a camera and figure it out. And although I do believe you need to put as much planning and preparation into it, I do hear a lot of other filmmakers that kind of get stuck before they get to that point. And as somebody who's now made 3 independent feature films, and I'm working on my 4th and 5th as a director, there are so many other things that you're going to get hung up onto. So step number 1, make the damn thing, you know, and don't let anything get in your way. So really, and I think Kevin Smith and Robert Rodriguez are 2 directors I personally look up to who really live that as a life motto to this day.
So now, tell me about this creepy ass outfit that you've been terrorizing me with all weekend.
It's not creepy, it's Days of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, and it's a celebration of the dead. And it's one of my favorite, Latin, Mexican holidays.
I'm gonna talk to her some more. No.
Heather has one contact in and one not in case you can see it, so it can get a little bit creepy.
Right.
So, as an actress, she's influenced you. How does one just decide, I'm gonna go work for the crazy blonde lady down the road?
I'm trying to think. You know what's real funny? This is probably the weirdest answer ever. So what made me want to be an actress was actually Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Because, here's the thing, Buffy super inspired me as a child. I was very much a loner, sort of an outcast growing up. I was really shy, very nervous, kind of going through my own, troubled existence. And Buffy kind of made me feel like I wasn't weird. Like, I would meet people someday that were just like me. I know it sounds weird, but
they lied to you.
No, they didn't.
Because you're weird as hell.
I know. I have met like-minds, and I've realized that, I'm not so outside of the box, and there's people that are like me and, can make me feel welcome and accepted and that sort of thing. And it did help me. Right. Well, and it helped me get through some really.
But I gotta ask, because you've done this to me all week, and every time you've been behind me and you started talking, I'm like, what did they invite Alicia Deuce to? And why did she, how is that possible? Why do you sound like her?
You think I sound like?
You so sound like her.
I don't think I sound like.
You so sound like her.
That's a compliment.
Did you not notice that?
I've never noticed it, but now I want to do like a comparison. I want to like test
You
people
sound
out.
like her. You do.
I would
Watch
never.
her on Bull this last month, and you will, I'm telling you. So, you've worked on, I mean, do you do just horror, or is there
No,
more
I do
that you'll
anything that's like good that pays.
Don't we all?
Don't you want me?
Right?
So it so happens that most of my work is in the genre
sometimes
world.
asking you questions. That's just like, why did I ask her
It's your show, yo.
that? No, but I mean, I know you love horror. But
I
you
do.
have
It's
other
my
influences.
passion.
You have other genres and influences you love to do.
I don't know if I have other influences per se. Like as a filmmaker, it's the only thing I really want to do. As an actor, I just like to play the character in the scenes. So it's not really about the genre for me as an actor.
Right.
You know, when I'm a character doing this, whether it's a horror movie or a romance, I'm doing whatever it is that I believe that person would do in that moment.
So now, we had a debate earlier this weekend. Does she abuse you, or are you just a klutz?
What do you mean?
I don't. Here's the thing. She considers when
when
I come over to like cook for her, she considers that abuse. I think it's a nice gesture. No, I am trying to make you a home cooked meal because I am a good person.
Meal that's going to kill me.
No, you can't die from really quality paste pepper. No, I rarely burn
My
anything at your
house burns on
house.
fire and I don't have enough insurance to cover it. Yes.
You do have insurance to cover it, and I would never set a fire.
But
I burned a
set
great.
fires.
I have, but I put them out before they leave the oven.
the stunts and stuff that you would sit and
No, I mean, no.
falling on your face.
I know.
Can't walk in heels. And
I'm not a hill person. I'm very flat-footed, and I am
falling,
clumsy.
standing still.
No, I think it's just, it's an unfortunate part of life. I think whenever you're running down the street, there's always an opportunity to fall. I mean, you can hit a pothole, and that's life, and that's what happened.
Most people just run down the street.
No.
The opportunity of
What
falling.
he's referencing is a story from earlier this weekend, which on an ending, a movie that I had co-directed with Joshua Chiara that Heather stars in. Take number one of her running in the scene. We were like driving, and the camera's like on the back of the car to catch her view of like her running, and suddenly like she just drops down.
Basically, I'm not looking down when I'm running.
No.
I'm running, and the car is very close to me and the camera. What happened was they didn't even drive over the pothole. The pothole was like in the middle of the
It was
car.
underneath it, so we didn't
So
know.
when it came, I stepped on it and just stopped, dropped, and rolled and skidded across the gravel. So it's super fun.
Now, keep it from, this is one of your favorite actresses to work with.
Absolutely.
She's that good.
She is extremely good.
As long as you don't give her like 1,000 stunts.
Yeah.
No, even if you do, she'll do them, and she'll do them her best of her
Actually, I
ability.
do know that.
Yeah, no.
Even if she won't, just say,
No,
I
the
dare
only
you,
thing-
and she's probably going to think about it.
Right? No, the only thing she won't do is nudity, so
Yes. Correct.
you just have to make her keep her clothes on.
Correct.
I'm not sure if that came out right.
Majorly anyways.
But
I mean, contrary to convention appearances, at which point she's happily in her underwear.
Yes, it's true.
In films, she wants to be fully covered. Who knew?
she has the weirdest limitations
I know.
ever. So what do you got coming up other than Truth or Dare, which I hear is amazing?
Thank you. Mania is my fucked up lesbian love story, the one that she's not in because she wouldn't do nudity. It's the best film Heather Dorff never starred in. And that film is going to be going through distribution shortly. I am heading up to the Female Eye Film Festival in Toronto this week to screen it there. And that should close out our festival run. And then it'll be straight through distribution. An ending, which stars Heather Dorff, is in post-production. So look for that to make its festival rounds early 2018. Besties is currently getting on script review. So that one's going to be shooting in the near future. And then Truth or Dare 2 is up for investment right now. So
Nice.
fingers crossed we'll get that funded. And then we have a couple movies we acted in, Solitary Confinement and Red Eye, which are going through the festival circuit and or post-production. So those will be coming up hopefully in the near future. And then there's American Guinea Pig, Song of Solomon, a film that I star in that's really near and dear to my heart, directed by Stephen Byro, that I can't wait to share. It's extremely graphic and gory, so stay tuned for that. And there's a bunch of other projects as well as Scream Queen streams, so, you know, join us on our YouTube channel and watch all the shenanigans.
Who's got the most bloopers on their blooper reel?
Probably, well, I feel like I would do more work.
Yeah, so it'd probably be...
I do more movie. I do like 9 to 15 indies as an actor a year,
Yeah.
which is a lot.
Yeah, and I don't do as much.
So she messes up.
Yeah,
What you're saying.
no.
But I also like.
Just say she messed up more.
But keep in mind, I also have more control over the footage of the movies that I'm like directing, and that she's starring in. So I also probably file her bloopers more than any other director, and just watch them on loop. Like there's that great whipped cream challenge that we did on a Scream Queen stream. Like the opening, just watch the opening and see if you. I watched the whole episode. The whole episode's great, but the opening is like my favorite part. I can watch that all day, just on Circle. She is so angry. She's not even acting. She is just so angry with me. Like she is more pissed than I have seen in a very long time. I totally was cheating because it doesn't matter. It's a whipped cream challenge. It doesn't matter. It's not a real game. We invented the fucking thing. Like it's.
Folks, Jessica Cameron, Heather Dorff, Fanatics fan. Woohoo!